Ladies and gentlemen, let me ask you something. Have you ever noticed how often we're told to take calcium supplements as we get older? For decades, we've been bombarded with this message, doctors, advertisements, and well-meaning friends all saying the same thing: take your calcium or your bones will crumble. It's such a deeply ingrained belief in senior health that many of us never stop to question it. But make no mistake, the truth is, too much calcium, especially from supplements, can weaken your muscles and make your legs weaker over time. At first, the signs are subtle. You might feel a little more fatigued after a short walk, or notice that climbing the stairs isn't as easy as it used to be. You might brush it off as just a part of aging, or perhaps blame it on a long day or dehydration. But beneath the surface, something more insidious is happening. The effects of too much calcium can quietly sabotage your strength. So, before you reach for that calcium tablet again, consider this. Is it truly helping your bones, or is it making your legs weaker without you even realizing it? The truth is, a little knowledge can go a long way in protecting your mobility and independence. Let's take a deeper look at how something as simple as a calcium supplement might be working against you. If you are not subscribed, I recommend subscribing and activating the notification bell so you don't miss any videos. If you like the topic of this video, please comment 1. If you don't, please comment 0 to let me know how I can improve and make better videos for you. Now, let's begin. 1. Calcium supplements, the unexpected risk to your muscles. For years, the message has been drilled into our minds. Relentless and unyielding, calcium is the cornerstone of strong, healthy bones. Doctors, advertisements, and well-meaning friends have all repeated this mantra, urging us to take our calcium supplements or risk suffering from brittle bones and the devastating consequences of osteoporosis. It's so deeply embedded in our culture that for many of us, it's become second nature, almost like a reflex to pop that calcium pill as we age, without ever pausing to question whether it's truly helping us or potentially harming us in the process. But here's the truth. Taking too much calcium, particularly from supplements, can be a silent saboteur to your muscle strength, especially your leg strength. At first, the changes are barely noticeable. Maybe you find yourself breathing a bit heavier after climbing a set of stairs, or you notice an occasional cramp in your calves when you wake up in the middle of the night. You might write these off as just the normal wear and tear of aging, dehydration, or perhaps the after effects of a particularly long day. But here's the painful reality. Over time, something far more sinister is happening beneath the surface. Calcium is essential for muscle contraction, yes, but it doesn't work alone. Your body requires a delicate balance of minerals, particularly magnesium, for your muscles to function properly. Magnesium is the unsung hero, helping muscles contract and relax in a way that allows us to move with ease. But when you consume too much calcium, especially when there's not enough magnesium to keep things in check, the results can be devastating. Your muscles can become stiff, sluggish, and painfully prone to cramping. Instead of feeling steady and strong on your feet, you might find yourself struggling to get out of a chair or suddenly feeling exhausted after a short walk, which, let me tell you, is frustrating and disheartening. But the dangers don't stop there. Excessive calcium intake can also lead to a far more serious condition called arterial calcification. This is where calcium builds up in your blood vessels, causing them to harden and restrict blood flow. When this happens, your leg muscles aren't getting the vital oxygen and nutrients they need to stay strong. This can result in chronic fatigue and muscle weakness, leaving you feeling drained and helpless. Have you ever felt like your legs just weren't cooperating, or like they tired out too quickly? The culprit could be poor circulation, an issue that's often hidden but incredibly dangerous. Unfortunately, the sad truth is that many seniors are unknowingly over-supplementing with calcium, even when their diets are already providing enough. It's a common trap, one we fall into without even realizing the risks. So what can we do about it? Well, let me tell you, don't just assume you need a calcium supplement simply because you're getting older. Many older adults already get plenty of calcium from foods like dairy, leafy greens, and fortified products. If you're concerned about bone health, focus on a more balanced approach, one that includes magnesium, vitamin D, and vitamin Q. These nutrients are essential to help calcium work properly in your body without causing harm to your muscles. Before you reach for that next calcium tablet, I want you to ask yourself, is this truly helping me stay strong and healthy? Or could it be making my legs weaker, one supplement at a time? Making a small shift in how you get your nutrients could be the game changer that helps you maintain your strength and mobility instead of struggling with muscle weakness and fatigue. But calcium isn't the only supplement with hidden dangers. There's another one out there, one that many of us take without a second thought, and it could be quietly draining your energy and leaving your muscles more fatigued than ever. Let's dive into that next. 2. Iron supplements, a hidden cause of muscle fatigue. Iron supplements have become a staple in the daily routines of many older adults, often believed to be crucial for maintaining good health. After all, iron plays a vital role in carrying oxygen through the blood. And when we're low on iron, we can experience fatigue, dizziness, and weakness. It only makes sense, right? So we think taking extra iron will boost our energy levels, keep our bodies functioning at their best, and help us feel strong and vibrant. But what if, instead of strengthening us, iron supplements were contributing to muscle weakness and draining our precious energy reserves? The truth is that most seniors don't need additional iron. Taking too much iron can have some pretty serious consequences for your muscle health. Unlike younger adults, older individuals are far less likely to suffer from an iron deficiency. Yet, despite this, many continue taking iron supplements out of habit or due to outdated advice that has been passed down through the years. What they don't realize is that excess iron doesn't just pass through the body harmlessly. It accumulates, slowly building up in organs and tissues, including the muscles themselves. Over time, this buildup can disrupt normal muscle function, leading to chronic fatigue, persistent weakness, and even pain that can make everyday movements feel impossible. Iron overload is particularly concerning because of its impact on oxidative stress. You see, iron is a highly reactive mineral, and when there's too much of it in the body, it can trigger the formation of free radicals, unstable molecules that wreak havoc on cells, including muscle fibers. This oxidative damage leads to inflammation, making it harder for muscles to recover after physical activity. It's incredibly frustrating to feel like your legs simply won't recover after a walk, or to experience soreness and discomfort for no apparent reason. If this sounds all too familiar, I want you to consider that excess iron could be the hidden cause of your muscle fatigue. But the problems don't end there. Iron overload can also interfere with magnesium absorption, much like excess calcium does. Magnesium is essential for proper muscle relaxation and nerve function. And without it, muscles can become stiff, sore, and prone to cramping. If you've been waking up with painful leg cramps, or if your legs always feel heavy and fatigued, this may not just be a normal part of aging. It could be iron overload silently robbing you of your strength and comfort. Now, here's the good news. Unless a doctor has specifically diagnosed you with an iron deficiency, you probably don't need an iron supplement at all. Most seniors already get plenty of iron through their diet, especially if they're eating lean meats, spinach, beans, and fortified cereals. Instead of reaching for a supplement, consider focusing on optimizing your iron absorption by pairing iron-rich foods with vitamin C. Something as simple as adding a slice of orange to your meal can help your body absorb iron more effectively. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment one below to let me know that you are still here with me. Before you grab that iron pill next time, I urge you to ask yourself, are you truly low on iron? Or is your fatigue coming from something else entirely? It's easy to fall into the trap of assuming we need something just because we've been told it's good for us. But sometimes the best thing we can do for our health is to step back and reassess. Trust me, when you start listening to your body and taking a more thoughtful approach, you'll feel so much better. And if you're still feeling tired or weak, there may be other more subtle factors at play that are draining your energy. Iron overload might just be one of them. 3. Vitamin E, a surprising threat to leg strength. Vitamin E has long been hailed as a miracle nutrient, a vital ally for heart health, brain function, and even maintaining youthful skin. For many older adults, it's a go-to supplement taken regularly with the belief that it can protect against aging and improve overall wellness. After all, who wouldn't want to keep their body in top shape as they age? But here's the shocking truth. What if this so-called miracle vitamin is working against you, silently undermining your leg strength, making you more prone to unsteadiness, and increasing your risk of falls? The problem with vitamin E isn't that it's inherently harmful. Your body does need some of it, particularly for its antioxidant properties. In moderation, vitamin E supports your overall health and can protect your cells from damage. However, like many things in life, too much of a good thing can have serious consequences. Excessive amounts of vitamin E, especially when taken in supplement form, can throw off the delicate balance. Your muscles and nervous system need to stay stable and strong. The effects aren't always immediately obvious, but over time, taking too much vitamin E can lead to problems that many seniors mistake for just normal aging. One of the most concerning issues with high doses of vitamin E is its interference with vitamin K. Vitamin E, often celebrated for its antioxidant effects, can counteract the benefits of vitamin K, an essential nutrient for blood clotting and muscle health. When vitamin K levels drop, muscles begin to suffer because they no longer receive the proper blood flow and nutrients. This disruption can cause your muscles to weaken, your balance to deteriorate, and your risk of bruising to rise. Have you ever noticed that your legs feel unusually weak, or that you find yourself tripping or stumbling more often than you used to? If so, excess vitamin E might be the hidden culprit. But that's not the full extent of the problem. Vitamin E also has blood-thinning properties, which in small doses can be beneficial for heart health. However, too much vitamin E can thin the blood too much, leading to excessive bleeding, dizziness, and lightheadedness. These symptoms can drastically affect your ability to move and stand confidently. Have you ever felt dizzy when standing up or experienced sudden leg weakness after getting out of bed? That unsettling feeling of unsteadiness might not just be a circulation issue or a random occurrence. It could be your body reacting to an overload of vitamin E. Studies have shown that seniors taking high doses of vitamin E supplements have a higher risk of falling. The irony is that many people take these supplements to improve their health, unaware that they may be setting themselves up for the very problems they are trying to avoid. The simple truth is that excessive vitamin E can harm your stability, making it harder to move freely and safely. So, what's the solution? Rather than reaching for high-dose vitamin E supplements, it's much safer to get your vitamin E from natural food sources. Nuts, seeds, and leafy greens all provide the right amount of vitamin E that your body needs without the risks associated with synthetic pills. Your body knows how to regulate vitamin E from food sources, but when you rely on pills, it's easy to overdo it and experience negative consequences before you even realize what's happening. Before you take another vitamin E capsule, ask yourself, is this protecting my health? Or is it quietly eroding my strength and stability? It's time to reconsider what's truly beneficial for your body and to stop taking risks with your mobility and well-being. Sometimes the best solution is to step back and reevaluate, to protect your body in the most natural, effective way possible. 4. Vitamin D in excess, the double-edged sword for muscle health. Vitamin D is often touted as one of the most essential nutrients for aging gracefully. It strengthens bones, supports immune function, and plays a critical role in maintaining muscle strength, especially as we get older. It's no surprise that doctors frequently recommend vitamin D supplements, and many older adults take them religiously, believing they are making a powerful choice for their health. But here's the burning question: what happens when you take too much? What if the very vitamin you trust to support your muscles is weakening them, causing cramping, and draining your energy? The problem with vitamin D isn't its importance. Let's be clear. Your body needs it. It's a vital nutrient that helps keep your bones strong and your immune system functioning. However, like many things in life, more isn't always better. Taking too much vitamin D can lead to a dangerous condition known as hypercalcemia, where there's an overload of calcium in your bloodstream. While calcium is necessary for bone strength, when there's too much floating around in your blood instead of being directed into your bones, it causes a cascade of issues. Muscle stiffness, painful cramps, and long-term muscle weakness can all occur. Have you felt your legs getting tighter, heavier, or achier than usual? If so, it could be a sign that your vitamin D levels are too high and your body is trying to send you a warning. Many seniors continue taking high doses of vitamin D supplements based on outdated advice, assuming that because they're aging, they must need large doses of this vitamin. But the truth is that most people are already getting enough vitamin D from natural sources like fortified foods, dairy products, and even modest sun exposure. Adding extra high-dose supplements on top of this can quickly push vitamin D levels beyond what your body needs, leading to unwanted side effects. Some seniors report feeling unusually fatigued or experiencing unexplained leg pain despite being in otherwise good health. These symptoms are often dismissed as just another part of the aging process, but they could be your body signaling that excessive vitamin D is causing disruptions in muscle function. One often overlooked consequence of high vitamin D intake is its dehydrating effect on muscle cells. When there's too much vitamin D in the body, it signals your system to absorb excess calcium, which can interfere with magnesium and potassium levels, minerals that are crucial for muscle relaxation and proper function. This imbalance can lead to muscle cramps, tightness, and that persistent, draining feeling of weakness in your legs. If you've woken up in the middle of the night with painful leg cramps or felt inexplicable fatigue after even simple activities, it could very well be due to an imbalance caused by too much vitamin D. Here's the good news. The solution is simple. Rather than blindly reaching for high-dose vitamin D supplements, take the time to have your levels tested by a doctor. Many seniors assume they need more vitamin D, but their levels might already be sufficient. Instead of relying on pills, a much safer and more natural approach is to get vitamin D from real food sources, things like sunlight, salmon, eggs, and fortified dairy products. These sources provide vitamin D in a way that your body can process and regulate without the risk of overdose. Before you take that next vitamin D capsule, ask yourself, are you truly giving your body what it needs? Or could you be unknowingly causing muscle stiffness, cramps, and fatigue? It's critical to stop and reassess to make sure that what you're putting into your body is truly serving your best interests. Trust me, your body will thank you for it when you start listening more closely to its needs and avoid overdoing it with supplements. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment below to let me know that you are still here with me. 5. Vitamin B6, when too much causes nerve and muscle problems. Vitamin B6 is often associated with boosting energy, supporting brain health, and maintaining nerve function. Many older adults take B6 supplements, believing they can prevent cognitive decline, improve metabolism, and keep the nervous system functioning smoothly. Seems like the perfect vitamin for healthy aging, right? But what if the very supplement you rely on to stay strong and sharp is going the opposite, damaging your nerves, weakening your muscles, and making every step feel more challenging than it should? Unlike some vitamins that your body can easily flush out when consumed in excess, vitamin B6 doesn't work that way. It accumulates over time, and while moderate amounts are essential for converting food into energy and supporting nerve function, high doses can quickly become toxic. This can lead to a condition called sensory neuropathy, a type of nerve damage that affects the nerves responsible for muscle control, particularly in the legs. This damage manifests as numbness, tingling, and a loss of coordination that can feel increasingly difficult. Many seniors describe the sensation of walking on cushions or losing the ability to sense where their feet are on the ground. These subtle changes may seem minor at first, but they can quickly escalate into serious problems like imbalance, unsteadiness, and an increased risk of falls. The danger of excessive B6 intake isn't always immediately apparent, but over time, the damage intensifies. What may have started as a slight tingling in your toes or some mild weakness in your legs after standing for a while can eventually turn into persistent muscle weakness, difficulty walking, and, tragically, a loss of independence. It's heartbreaking how many seniors suffering from unexplained leg weakness don't realize that their daily B6 supplement could be at the root of their struggles. The worst part is that many of us unknowingly consume far more B6 than we realize. It's not just in dedicated B6 supplements, it's often found in multivitamins, fortified cereals, protein shakes, and even energy drinks. So without even thinking about it, you might be taking multiple sources of B6 every single day, pushing your levels far beyond what your body can safely handle. For context, the recommended daily intake of vitamin B6 for seniors is just 1.7 milligrams. But some supplements contain as much as 50 milligrams or more per dose, far more than your body needs, and enough to trigger nerve toxicity. That's right, your well-meaning attempt to improve your health could be unknowingly setting you up for a whole new set of problems. So, what's the solution? The answer is straightforward. Get your B6 from natural food sources rather than supplements. Bananas, poultry, fish, and potatoes are excellent sources of B6 that your body can easily regulate and process without the risk of overdoing it. If you've been experiencing unexplained leg weakness, tingling, or difficulty maintaining your balance, it might be time to take a closer look at your supplement intake. A simple change could be the key to turning things around, helping you regain the strength and stability. You need to move with confidence and feel empowered in your daily life. Before you reach for that next high-dose B6 supplement, ask yourself, is this supporting my energy and nerve health? Or could it be contributing to the very weakness I'm trying to avoid? It's time to listen to your body, trust your instincts, and take a step back to reevaluate what's truly in your best interest. You deserve to live your life with the vitality and independence you've worked so hard for. Don't let a simple mistake stand in the way. 6, protecting your leg strength by being smart about supplements. For many older adults, taking vitamins has become a fundamental part of self-care. It's seen as a way to fight back against the effects of aging, to preserve strength, and to maintain the vitality that we all hope to keep as long as possible. But here's the sobering truth. Not all supplements work in our favor. Some, when taken in excess or without medical necessity, can silently weaken your muscles, disrupt your nerve function, and, most alarmingly, increase your risk of falls. The very supplements you believe are helping you stay strong could be the hidden reason. Your legs feel weaker, your steps less steady, and your energy drains far too quickly. The issue isn't with vitamins themselves. It's with the way they're often misused. The human body thrives on balance. Every vitamin and mineral has a unique role, and no single one works in isolation. When we overload on a particular nutrient, we create imbalances that can lead to a host of unintended consequences. Take calcium, for example. When taken unnecessarily, calcium supplements can rob your muscles of magnesium, leading to stiffness, poor circulation, and a host of muscle-related issues. Excess iron doesn't just sit in your body, it promotes oxidative stress, which inflames muscles instead of strengthening them. High doses of vitamin E can subtly disrupt the nervous system, making balance and coordination more difficult. Too much vitamin D can cause muscle cramping and fatigue that leaves you feeling drained and immobile. And don't forget about vitamin B6. Excessive amounts can erode your nerve health, leading to numbness and instability in your legs. These issues don't happen overnight. They build up slowly, almost imperceptibly, until one day you realize that standing up from a chair has become a challenge, or climbing stairs is much harder than it should be. What once seemed like a small inconvenience now feels like a mountain. The simple act of moving through your day becomes exhausting. And that's when you might start questioning why everything feels so difficult. The worst part, many seniors assume these changes are just part of aging. But what if the solution to all of this could be as simple as adjusting your supplement intake? So, what should you do? The first step is awareness. Take a moment to step back and assess the supplements you're taking. Ask yourself, do I need them? Are they based on a diagnosed deficiency, or am I simply following an old habit that's been ingrained in me over the years? When was the last time you had your vitamin and mineral levels tested? Are you still relying on outdated advice, or have you taken a more personalized approach to your health? The second step is even more powerful. Prioritize real food over synthetic pills. Natural food sources provide vitamins and minerals in a form your body can process and regulate without the risk of overdoing it. Fresh vegetables, lean meats, nuts, and seeds, these foods work together to provide the balance. Your body needs to function optimally. When you focus on whole, nutrient-rich foods, you're giving your body the best chance at long-term health without the dangers that come from over-supplementing. We all want to age gracefully, but that starts with being mindful of what we put into our bodies. The solution isn't to blindly rely on supplements, it's to be intentional about your choices and prioritize the nutrients that truly serve your health. The next time you reach for that bottle of pills, ask yourself, is this helping me, or is it making things worse than they need to be? As we wrap up today's discussion, I want to take a moment to reflect on everything we've covered. From the hidden risks of calcium and iron supplements to the surprising dangers of excess vitamin D and B6, we've explored how certain well-meaning health habits might be silently working against our bodies, particularly when it comes to muscle health, strength, and overall vitality. The truth is, many of us have been following outdated advice without realizing the impact it's having on our bodies. So, what have you learned today? What one thing will you take away from this and start practicing in your life moving forward? Maybe it's being more mindful of the supplements you're taking, or perhaps prioritizing natural food sources over synthetic pills. Whatever it is, I'd love to hear from you. Please take a moment to share in the comments below one thing you've learned today and how you plan to apply it to your daily routine. Your thoughts and experiences might just inspire others to make positive changes in their lives too. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We've got plenty more content coming your way that's designed to help you live a healthier, stronger, and more vibrant life. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.